Hello everyone and welcome to FNL Season 4 Round 3 here at Austria. Red Bull Ring for our third race of the season. Currently joining us on our hot lap. We're currently just with track evolution. We had a wet qualifying. Basically whoever was out there last was going to get probably the best starts. Those softs were actually about 5 or 6 laps old by the time I crossed the line. The best we could do was 6th place, which ended up being 5th due to a grid penalty from one of the guys in front due to a glitch with Codemasters. And then we've got 5 lights and away we go. Got a good start here, guys. Sitting behind the Red Bull, I believe it was of Mike. And yeah, just in front. And I ran over the curbs a bit too. I was a bit too cautious for turn 1. I had no traction coming off the corner. And then he just sends it flying. He had such a good drive at turn 1. And we immediately get a VSC turn up. Yeah, a bit of an incident happened in the back of the pack to the midfield there between a few guys. I think we lost 2 people in the first corner of the race, unfortunately. And we're just trying to basically get some heat into our tyres now. It's a long race, 36 laps. And we are expected rain later on in the race, but we weren't too sure of rain. We knew it's probably about the last 10 laps to go. So it's going to be an interesting race, that's for sure. As you can see, the VSC is already ending. We've only done basically sector 2 with the VSC on one sector, and the VSC is already gone. It was pretty quick safety car, that one, virtual safety car should I say. And everyone's probably got their engines turned up to the max again. Basically, away we go. Bit of a shock here. I was coming around this corner and I get such a good drive. Actually, sent a little tap. And we are running simulation damage. Very surprised I did not get any damage in front of my car. I got a warning to hit again there too. I did apologise, but apparently he didn't feel a thing. So, must have been the gentlest of taps. Fortunate enough for me. Joining us now a couple of laps later, we've got DRS enabled. We're all flying down to turn 2. And Mike and Meadow, I believe, ahead of us. Let's have a little get together here. And Zen's got a good drive down the inside. He's got past them both. And myself, I've got DRS on Meadow as well. I'm able just to go down on the inside and pass him. Meadow, I don't think he had no DRS going into that. And he got done by Zen, Mike and myself, or bugger. DRS, and when you're running that close, it can kill you as far as your pace down the straight, depending on setups and everything, etc, etc. Zen's my main rival. I'm definitely trying to catch him as quickly as I can at this point. We're both tied in the championship. Next lap, Mike's just gone a bit deep, and again on those curbs, can't get any traction down, and I've really just tracked it down the inside here. Mike, DRS, got it in rich, got it in hot lap. Just trying to get past him if I can. Sure enough, I do.
Nice move. Good job.
Now it's after the two Mercedes and the Alpha of Bots. He's still in front. He's definitely quick around this. He had a very good setup this race, and it definitely gets a bit interesting a bit later on. So we just skip here now, 5 laps ahead. Not much use what happens. A status quo, if you will. BP does get round his teammate Mike. And as you can see here now, Yayo, he's the first to pit on the softs. At this point, Zen and I would have put the sort of 2 leading cars on the mediums, as well as BP. Bots and Yayo on the softs. So we knew they were going to be pitting a bit earlier. Yeah, he's definitely trying to undercut Bots here. And I'm just still sitting behind Zen. I was quite comfortable here. Wasn't really too sure of what his strategy was for the race. With the rain coming, that was going to be coming about 10 to 15 laps later on. Definitely playing a strategy game here, as well as seeing how fast we can go, obviously. So I don't know why I'm spamming behind this, like a little twitch I do sometimes on the straight. We're coming down here now to turn 3, and Bots, he's just decided to go 4x4, and he's just broke way too late for that corner. And he's in the gravel, which just gifts Zen and myself and BP, and I think even Mike gets past him. I mean, that's the closest race is at the minute. You've got about 6 or 7 guys. You make one slip up and you will drop down the order very quickly. It's very hotly contested at the front here. We're just going down now. I think this is up 12 or 13, and we're just following Zen. BP still with us too. Zen just goes into the pits. So for me, it's go time, and BP's right behind me. Just trying to put the hot lap mode to in lap. We've come in the pits. We've come out. BP stays up for 1 more lap, and I'm looking at that mini map. I'm staring at it, waiting to see these 2 aqua coloured dots, and look at that, here they come.
Okay, you only have to Stop wrong snap.
I'm trying my hardest to try and get out, but I knew I'm not going to get out in front. And I've come out behind these two boys, and it's not good. These two boys, they are very fast in those cars. That's the reason why they're in the fastest car. They were 1 and 2 last season, so they are very quick. And yeah, I don't know if that was a team order there or Zen has got the good traction, but Zen was on the softs as well, the softer tyre. And now my job is to try and catch Yayo, try and get past him. And we were Ferrari teammates the season before. Had a bit of a bad season. I went down the pecking order in the Renault due to some mechanical issues. But these two boys, yeah, they're quick. Is the reason why they're in the Merc. And the strategy, everything these guys will do will be on point. They don't, it's a bit like the real life team. They don't mess around. They don't make mistakes really. And they are very quick in those cars. We actually get a good last sector here. We were trying to catch Yayo as quickly as we can. I didn't want Zen getting too far away. And also just BP as well, like even though he pitted that lap later, there's probably a reason why he felt comfortable on those tyres. But we're right up behind Zen now, we caught him up very quick, had a good last sector. And as we're about to begin, this is a good exchange. This is 2 or 3 laps of me and Yayo side by side.
Okay, the gap
Just
behind
days
is
of old
2.1
basically, like, good racing up front. Went a bit wide there, he gave me just enough room. I sort of squeezed it in, he's left off a bit more room as you go down here. Down to turn 3 I believe. Yep, he's giving me the inside. I'll run it wide. And he's coming, you can just see him there on the right hand side, he's coming alongside me. I was actually worried about squeezing him too far, I want to leave him room, so I lit up a little bit on the exit to compromise my entry into this S complex. And again, he's there, he got a better drive. He's definitely hounding me, trying to get that position back. And all this time, Zen is just pulling away. He's building that gap. He's just sending it out of here. Sparks are flying here at Austria. Even BP's just behind as well. Coming down to turn 1. Here he comes. He's just fully got around the inside. He's running a bit deep. I've done the overtake on him again. Oh, Vasily, thanks buddy, he gets well out of the way there, good stuff. We're just flying again. Down to turn 2, it's on again for everyone. He just turned it. I just did the cutback, and that's probably one of the best cutbacks I've ever done, if I'm honest. No wheel spin, just great traction. But my battery is dead. I've got like 10%, it's just draining on me. I've got nothing to fight with here. So he's got DRS. Yeah, you can have that position. I need to do some harvesting, so I just decided for the next few corners just to sort of sit behind and just try and see where I can sort of see where I'm quicker, if there's any other advantages anywhere else on the track. Obviously you got the DRS zones, but we've probably swapped places what 6 or 7 times by now. It's definitely one of the intense moments, and I didn't want to burn my tyres out as well. Like again, Zen, look, you can see on the mini map, he's already turned around the last corner. We're taking the last corner. He's just pulling away. He's building this gap. It's playing beautiful for the Mercedes. They're 1 and 2 at the minute. But again, even though I've got DRS, I'm 0 battery, I'm just not interested. I need a bit more. In turn 1, I feel like just leaving yourself vulnerable. There's no defense in turn 2. So, just thinking about it, I'm like, right, let's just crank it now, try and get around him down in turn 2. He's covered the inside, but the DRS again is so powerful. I've cleared him well before the corner. I've braked and I outbraked myself in a turn.
Good job, nice
try to rejoin
overtake.
safely. Something happened behind, I think Yayo lit them up, or BP was down the inside, I'm not too sure. They had a little coming together. Because obviously BP was there as well. And yeah, they had a bit of a coming together, and that's built me a nice gap and a buffer over those two boys. I don't know what was going on there, but I'll take it. That was good fighting with Yayo. We both set it off to the race. But the damage is 4.2 behind Zen now. And it's going to be a tall order in the drive. But we skipped forward 6 laps. Actually, we were starting to gain a bit of time. I was kind of hoping the rain would come a bit later. I felt like me going medium, excuse me, was a lot different to the others. And if the rain, I did it just in case the rain was to come later. Because I was hoping the softs would burn out, something like that. I was hoping for a bit more cooperation with the revver. But Zen comes in. And I was just copying him basically after the incidents between BP and Yayo. It was a bit more of a buffer. Could have a bit more play to sort of mimic. or copy Zen if you wasn't going to play any undercut games there. I was comfortable with the setup, I was comfortable on the way.
Pit stops.
And we chuck on the inters and the boxes in P3 and the mediums, I think he's pitted too. He pieces cross line, but there's quite a big buffer back there to the rest of the field. And as you can see, he's actually gone quite quickly out of that. He's got 1.7 on me. So again, I gained up a lot of time in the pit stop there. About half of the gap. Which, I don't know if he was a bit cautious or if I was a bit too aggressive or... Yeah, I'm not too sure what happened there. Coming down the turn 2, I'm just trying to check drive and try and see what's going on. I can't believe it. I don't think anyone would. He's gone deep. He's gone deep on turn 2. I've got the lead. Was not expecting to get the lead at all this soon. Basically, I knew I had 3 seconds extra of penalties. And I'm just like, okay, that's just a gift and I've got to make the most of it. And basically, from here on for the next 11 laps is basically me trying to build the buffer of 3 seconds on him, and I've got about 5.2 or 5.6 on him as I crossed the line basically. But yeah, that was about it. That was the move. That was the incident that basically gave me the lead a lot sooner, and probably gifted me the race win there a little bit. I mean, I was quick on the inters, but definitely surprised to get the win like that for sure. Yeah, still in shock basically. See a bit of scuff mark on the front of my car. I'm not sure I tapped Zen, but it was a good race all round. BP again, a notable great third place, backing up that France result as well. But yeah, I'm leading the championship in a bit of a shock. But we go to Silverstone for the next week's race. Tune in to Demo 1 Garage live on Friday nights if you guys would like to watch that live. Otherwise, I'll be streaming it again next week. Have a good one.